Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Hope all of you will be doing well at your respective places. As in the previous lecture, we talked about organizational plan. It is in the sequence of lecture or entrepreneurship, starting from the business plan, then the marketing plan, now the organizational plan part 2. As you all know that organizational plan is the layout of the whole organization in the form of different responsibilities assigned at the different levels in the organization. From top, the board of directors, they are the most responsible and they have the most powers because they shape the vision and then the mission and then the long-term strategy of the organization, while they see the day-to-day operations of the business in the different spheres, i.e. marketing, finance, production and HR, to see whether we are moving in that direction or not. So it is very obvious from the lecture till this point that it is very critical aspect of any organization. If you articulately, meticulously made your organization chart and define the different positions within the organization, then students, you will be able as an entrepreneur to make different layers. How many layers? You need a flat organization or a pyramid or functional organization. All these are the questions you should decide in designing the organization. Okay, coming to the point, designing the organization. This is the entrepreneur's formal and explicit indication to the members of the organization as to what is the expected of them. Expectations can be grouped into organizational structure, as I told you, the layout, planning, measurement and evaluation schemes, the different positions, their job description and what is required from them, their measurement, how their performance will be measured, and evaluation, and then rewards. If you have not a good system of reward within your organization, then you cannot motivate your employees to move in the forward direction. Okay, if we see the modern organization like Pakistan Tobacco, their HR policies are that in recruiting a person, see him from different aspects, check him from all angles. Once you recruited him, then it is the job of the line manager to develop the potential of that manager, that individual, because he has the abilities, and if he doesn't develop, then the blame or the responsibility lies on the immediate line manager. This is what I have seen while working in Pakistan Tobacco Company for some time. And the other thing is, then they reward him handsomely, so he cannot look around to other organizations to switch the job. Selection criteria should be rational, must keep in mind that the key performance indicators are fully measured and reflecting through the process. If you cannot select a good person for a job, a suitable person, then that position in the organization will not contribute to achieving the overall objectives of the organization. So very important is selection criteria. The selection criteria should be objective, should be scientific, it should be unquestionable. Once you select, then you should train them, you should orient them to your organization so that they know you, how the culture is within the in your organization, what is expected from you, what are the greens and what are the reds. From green I mean that what is liked, and from red I mean that out of bound. There are stories in the organization, the success stories of different managers. They move around, they help a lot in training the new comers in the organization. If we see the army, they select very rigorously from preliminary tests to the ISSB and then PMA, and certain traits are inculcated in them, and then after inculcating those traits they become officers in the army, and their outlook and their way of talking, it's quite different from the same is about doctors. Doctors training is different from army officials. The bankers, the managers in multinationals, business organizations, all they have a different set of traits. So training is different, and training and development is very much important. Is you move across the organization for new position, you will need on-job and out of job trainings. There are some examples of the different sort of organization in this image. All of them are sole proprietorship. If we see to the right, students, guys, we can see that architects often also act as marketers and accountants when drafting their small businesses. On the other hand, when a dry cleaner is formally owned, is many are all members of the family pitch in is needed to clean clothing and wait on customers. Instruments dealers may create beautiful music, but they rarely create complex organizational structure. Very simple structure. There are very less legal requirements, easy to form sole proprietorship, easy to wind up, not much capital required for it. Okay guys, hope you are understanding. Again, if your sole proprietorship is like you have a store, so in store you will have store manager and different salesperson, but the store is owned by you as sole proprietor, so all of them are working as you. Okay, now functional organization, then the different functions within the organizations based on the jobs they are doing. Like pharmacists specialized in training allows them to command pay that can exceed this and all. So functional organization, when the division is based on some functions, marketing, finance, production, HR, IT, security, things like that. Okay, hope you are moving with me, guys. And this is again a very nice layout of a functional organization, and it clearly tells us that how a functional organization is. CEO, Chief Executive Officer, Marketing, Director, Production, Human Resource, Information Technology, IT and Customer Service. Very important aspects of any business, boys. You have to be very wise in selecting your business organization. Here I will share with you a very real life story, how Pakistan made the atomic bomb under the leadership of Dr. Abdul Qadir Khan. It was a flat organization, and the people working in that organizations were like a team. They have very easy access to their team leader, that is Dr. Abdul Qayyum. Dr. Abdul Qadir, and their resources have no audits, because the organization itself is a research and development, innovation and creativity is needed here. So no formal hierarchy like the pyramid organizations like army and other, because in such organizations innovative and creative things cannot come to the surface easily due to the very nature of the organization, the reporting, the span of control, the unity of command, work specialization and things like that, the red tapeism within the organization. So flat organizations are very much suited to the innovative and creative sort of businesses like Microsoft. How Bill Gates in a garage started his business. There were two people in the flat organization, no hierarchy, no formal relations, things like that, and they produce one of the marvelous of the 21st century, that is the Microsoft, the Windows. Now coming to functional organization from a project management perspective, that there are different managers, product manager 1, product manager 2, and product manager 3, and then the different aspects of the business development. For example, business analysis manager, business development manager, quality assurance manager. The three work under the CEO with the respective three managers when they need them. These are the different managers. These are the specialized people. They work with them in these projects. These are three different products. They work with them in that product 1, 2, 3. As both of them work, either this man reports to him or he reports to him, while they at the same time report to the CEO. So there is double reporting over here, but like projects sort of like capital budgets means you have to install new machinery within the production floor, assembly line. So such a functional structure suits a lot of the respective experts from the different field, civil engineers, mechanical engineers, the electrical engineers. They work as project managers, as functional managers under the leadership of project manager in the different projects, project 1, 2, 3, and all of three are contributing to the three projects at the same time, and projects are very successfully implemented through this method. Hope you are going with me, guys. The next is Max Weber bureaucracy theory, the pyramid, the traditional organization, the bureaucratic organization, which is invented by a German sociologist, Max Weber, very smart and talented person of his time. And the organization he developed has a long-lasting impact on the human history, human civilization till this time. All the armies around the world are the government organizations. The multinationals are to a greater extent formed on his theory of organization, that is pyramid. Principle of a bureaucratic organizations are theory. Authority flows from top to bottom, from here down, top management the middle management, the lower management, and then the supervisors and staff. Okay, over here is the chief executive officer, here is the marketing directors, then the middle management, and the lower, and here is the supervisor and workers. Okay, formal rules and regulations are there. Division of labor among the different departments, and departments are formed purely on work specialization. Career orientation, professional people, person expert in marketing will be in the marketing division, while on the other hand a person expert in finance will be in the finance department. Impersonality, there is no formality, impersonal relation among the different layers, different positions within the organization. Formal selection process, like the CSS, the provincial management services, the other superior services are the selection of multinational organizations. It's a very beautiful organization. It contributed a lot to the modern world and still is contributing, but the main drawback of this sort of organization is that the process is very lengthy. Normally decisions is taken over here, the top management, and it then comes down and it takes time, while here is the production floor, where the quality issues and different things come, and when the problems come here, it is not fixed here. They take permission from their immediate boss, then he from his superior, and then it goes up to the top, and over here when it's decided, then the things come here, and then some action is taken. So a very lengthy process. This was very severely attacked by William Oshii, the Japanese guru of management and quality, and he produced quality circles, and now we can see that the top quality products around the globe are either Japanese or German, due to fully implementing the quality circles philosophy in their organization. Okay, over here the problems come, the production floor, the bottom, and over here they have quality circle teams with the immediate manager, and they resolve the problem here like a team, and the solution is implemented over here immediately. Building the management team and a successful organizational culture. Boy, is very important. Culture is the reflection of any organization, like habits are a reflection of any individual, any family. We see that he belongs to a very good family. What is mean by it? It mean to the people that his moral standards and his integrity and his character is up to the mark. Okay, and same is about culture of the organizations. Mean, what are the expectations, what are the greens and what are the reds, what is expected as green and what is out of bound like red. A management team must be able to accomplish three functions: execute the business plan. As in the previous lectures we talked very elaborately about business plan. So business plan executed by the top management. Normally a top management is the board of directors. They are the change agents, they are the leaders, they are make the vision, they make the mission, they make the strategy, and then if they want to make some minor changes, that is done at the top. Identify fundamental changes in the business as they occur, make adjustment to the plan based on changes in the environment and market that will maintain profitability. Self-evident and cleared, all these points to you. Hope you understand them, guys. So we have come, boys, to the second slide of management team and successful organization. Important factors in establishing an effective team. Desired culture must match business strategy outlined in business plan. If your culture does not reflect what you want to be, then you will never reach to the vision you have planned for yourself. Employee must be motivated and rewarded for good work, while they should be guided how to do good work. Entrepreneurs should be flexible to try different things. Entrepreneur is a person who is the hero of the startup. So he should be flexible in accommodating new things when he faces them, and he should quickly fix the problems and have many different solutions in mind for same problem. Spend extra time in hiring process. Again, if at the start you work hard in hiring people, then you will have no problems while they are working in your organizations. Core values and appropriate tools must be provided for employees to effectively complete their jobs. The jobs should be completed within a specified time, resources, either 3Ms, man, machine, material, and there should not be very much variance that either you waste a lot, the budget was 50,000 and you spent 65,000, a big variance, or you spent 35,000, again a big variance. Should not be. It should be near to plus minus maximum 5% variance. The role of board of directors, very important like other things, because the board is the top management. They are the leaders within the organization, okay, and they are the role models. People behave, the lower management, middle management behave like the board of directors. Functions of the board of directors: reviewing operating and capital budgets. Operating as the operations start. If your factory is making cars, then the assembly line, the supply chain inputs, processing and the outputs, a finished product like car. If they are producing chocolates, then chocolate. In capital budgets, the big investment within the organization, like new plants, new building, expansion of your business, they are all are in capital budgets, which is also called capex. Developing longer term strategic plans. Their job is to see the long term growth, see what the business will be after 2 years, 5 years, the long term horizon. Supporting day-to-day activities and resolving conflicts among the owners or shareholders. Very important job, because the real owners of any business, public limited companies, shareholders, and they are influencing the policies of any business like corporation, public limited company, or multinational company through annual general meeting or any extraordinary meeting. They can call it by majority shareholder and can even influence the decision making of the board of directors if they doesn't agree with them. So management should be very tactful while dealing with the shareholders, and they are the board of directors are the custodian of the interest of shareholders first, and then the other stakeholders. Ensure the process, ensuring the proper use of assets. Assets should be used in the best interest of the business. They should not be misused, or things like developing a network of information sources for the entrepreneur. Very important. Managing information system. The information system are nowadays is the age of knowledge. If you have a good knowledge at the appropriate time, before your competitor, and you capitalize it as entrepreneur, you will be ahead of your competitor. And this is how the modern business do. The role of board of directors, they meet the requirements of Sarbanes-Oxley Act in the following. Guys, you will be thinking, what is Sarbanes-Oxley Act? Is a rule made in 2002 in USA, because a lot of the companies top management, the board of directors, were dealing with their job in a negligent way, or due to the behavior of board of directors, a lot of companies become bankrupt and the shareholders' money was lost. So they make very strict rules. If any director has performed his duties negligently, then his personal assets are liable to compensate the losses of the shareholder and the business at large. So what it states: ability to work with diverse groups and commit the venture's mission, ability to understand the market environment, ability to contribute skills to the new venture achievement of planning goals, ability to show good judgment in business decision making. All these are very important areas for the top management, and if they are working smartly on these areas, then there is no place for failure. You will move forward and you will be a successful entrepreneur. The board of advisors, again a very tricky people. If the actual business is run by the board of directors, what is the fun in making or appointing different advisors? But it's the beauty of advisors is that they are part-time and they are experts in their respective fields. They work with the board when they need any advice on for tax issues, anything. They serve only in advisory capacity. They no legal status they have, no subject to the regulations of Sarbanes-Oxley, likely to meet less frequently. When they are asked to come to the board, they come, otherwise not. Useful in family businesses, because a person who has a private limited company, he may not have access to all information. The advisors give him the source from where he can get good information needed to his business in marketing, finance and other fields, exports, product management and development. Selection process is similar to process of selecting board of directors, because they are at the top. Advisor may be compensated on per meeting basis or with stocks or stock options. Stock option means they are given the option that they should be given some stocks on the services they render to the organization, to the multinational company, and then they can sell those stocks in the open market whenever they like. In this way they become owners in the organizations. Also, the organization in usefulness of advisors. Advisors usually used on needed basis. When you need them, you want to produce a new product, you need an expert of the market or product development who is very costly, and you cannot hire him permanently, so you can hire him on part-time, giving him handsome money and benefits for his one-time assignments. They can become part of the organization and need to be managed. The relationship between the entrepreneur and outside advisors can be enhanced by involving them thoroughly and at an early stage. They should be involved early, okay, throughout the business. It is like that you are reading a novel, and if you are reading a novel in a group and you read 5 chapters or 6 chapters, and another person, your friend came in, he doesn't study the initial 5 chapters and from 5 onwards he read with you, he will not be with you on the same page, because you have visualized all the characters, you know how they behave in the drama, and when you are reading you will feel yourself to be one of the character, while the other person, there will be some missing links in his mind. So from the very beginning you should hire them, so that they can know the different phases and understand the problems faced and the issues come during startup, and they can be very useful in making the business a success story. Even after hiring advisors, the entrepreneur should question their advice. It is the advice of the advisors is not mandatory on the entrepreneurs, as the advice of the advisors is not mandatory on the Prime Minister. So they can question whatever they advise. If they are convinced by the advisors, then they can go as per their plan, otherwise they can not follow their advice. Thank you very much, boys. You hope you understand the different aspect of organizational plan and will be able to make organizational plan for your new startups, and would really enjoy making one. And your questions and queries will be highly appreciated, and it will really generate a very fruitful discussion in the online class. So be prepared, boys. Go to the different material, come up with some very good questions, so that your learning and development is facilitated. Thank you. See you. Stay blessed and safe. Khuda Hafiz.